Hey guys, welcome to Daily Vitamin D, and this is your girl D here. Alright, so the Queen is dead. Mako talk about it. Want to know about the Queen and her ownership of Jamaica? I'm going to read a column about Her Majesty and all the good wickedness that we should go away, whether good things, bad things, whatever it is. Let's get right into it. Alright, first of all, I don't know if you're not interested in this, but today is more like a history lesson versus the normal just chatting about other stuff. Today is more like a history lesson. Alright, so here's some facts about the Queen. Alright, so she ascended to the throne in 1952, and if you don't see me, I look down, I have a look notebook on my drop because I don't remember everything. We get old, as I go. So she ascended to the throne in 1952 at the age of 25. And so she get the crown accidentally though, because she didn't forget it because her father didn't want a son, but he never get the son for it. So she just stepped up to the plate. And coming from his perspective, she did a good job of being queen. She was very dutiful, kind of stoic. She never really make her emotions rule her. She was all about business and all about aesthetics. So what it looked like from the outside. In relation to Jamaica, she was crowned in 1953, and she visited Jamaica every decade. She would always come. So over the years, the people kind of developed affection for her. She always played with the children. She became a part of the society, and most of the people they looked up to her. But some people are gonna rebel because of the past. And what happened, because we all know it's slavery. Come on. As I was saying, over the years, the people developed affection for her, and because she would play with the children, she would just come. She would be a part of Parliament. The Queen, she has a designee called the Governor General. I think the last time I checked it was Sir Patrick Allen. I just remember that song. Anyway. So basically, even though Jamaica claims them independent since 1962, everybody knows that we're not really independent because the Queen is still the head of state. Any decision at all what they want to make, it's still run by the Queen to see if she approve it or not. So until recently, I know last year, 2021, Barbados, they became a republic and they separated from her and became their own, truly independent country. So now Jamaica is trying to follow suit. But anyway, so the Queen died a couple days ago. So that's why I'm going to talk about this now. Alright, so under the Queen, there's 14 other Commonwealth countries, which are the Caribbean countries. I'm not going to list out all of them. The British, them still rule Canada. They still own Canada, New Zealand, Australia. They owned Nigeria, Pakistan, and India. But basically, they owned 25% of the earth at one point. The people them did bad, big bone and bad. Them just got anywhere them want, and them see something them want, them just take it because they had the money. And them just conquer them. People them must set a conquerors. Them conquer we bad. Enough trauma them cause we, but we never going into that right now. Alright, so as we know, the Queen, she went Jamaica. Even till she took her last breath. She went Jamaica. In the 18th century, Jamaica was known as a constant mine, full of riches. Because we made people them rich. All them riches that them have at Buckingham Palace, we do that. Because we had all the sugar cane industry, the rum. Of course, it was the best thing, the most popular thing, bauxite, everything. Jamaica was just full of riches. They went to Africa, they dig up, we know all the wickedness for them, but this video, I'm just talking about the Britain's relationship with Jamaica. Because obviously, that's a given. So alright, let me read the article. Africans, they arrived in Kingston because, as you know, Port Royal, that was the port where, all of the things they won, all the way they sold liquor, whatever riches they have, jewels, everything, slaves, everything that was sold, bought and sold at Kingston. So since of late, I know a few months ago, Prince William, I say name? Yeah, William and his wife Kate, They visited Jamaica for a royal tour. Them spend up millions of dollars, you know. Me know the people them that Jamaica are dead for hungry, you know. Them can't pay them light bill, them can't, that's what I saw. Don't pay them no mind. The people in Jamaica are dead for hungry. Them can't pay them bills. Them can't send them to go school. COVID like them 2 years and the government barely give them one little 10,000. Like that done by the time it goes up, it finish. But anyway, spend up this millions of dollars for the royal tour. Boom, the people them come, William and Kate. Yes, they had a ball, but also people were kind of protesting it, which they never expect. Because some of the people that made enough rest of them have to involve in it, more power to the people. And they were protesting because they must say, yo, we want reparations, we want back money, we want back all these things. But at the same time, guess what I learned recently? At the end of the slave trade era, right? I did not know this, but Britain paid 20 million pounds, you know, in like reparation. For, you know, that's basically them saying, you know what, here, we're sorry for what we did do. Just take the $20 million and call it a day. But did the people actually get any? That's the big question. No, they never get none. Because you know what? The 20 million with them pay, you know, it went to the slaveholders. You think they're going to take all them money there and go give the poor black people them? No. But what they did do was they used some of that 20, remember I said, when our independence and when the slave trade done, 1834, slavery abolished, right? They used it to build infrastructure like banks, schools, whatever it was. That's what they did. Because the country, they just did it just to go house and whatever, plantation them. So they did use some of the money for infrastructure. But the slaveholder them never gonna take the money and go pay the black people them. So now when we come on and ask for reparation again, they're like, which reparation? You not get no more, you get already. Well, you know, all our ancestors, them blood and sweat and tears, own work like a dog, and the inhumane treatment. Can remember say, oh, them treat the slave them, you know. It never right at all. And even though them say slavery was abolished in 1834, was it though, really? That's for your next video. Fun fact, I did meet the Queen in 2002. I'm not sure she can remember me anyway. But even though we never really say hello to her or like talk to her personally, she was like literally maybe like 4 feet, 5 feet away from me. She was sitting right here and I was sitting right here because I had won the spelling bee at my school. And they said like as a little prize or so, I would be one of the students to go. You know, nigga was like a bright girl like that. But anyway, I went and I was just fascinated by the Queen. Me never really care about if she wicked or not. I'm not saying long live the Queen. She run things and you know it's royalty. Who doesn't want to see royalty? Alright, so basically, you know, as I was saying before, Jamaica is one of the main countries which they owned that made them rich. It filled their treasury in England. Most of them riches of them are from we. Not to lie and say that they have from we. Which mentioned there's a diamond where them have them crown. It's the biggest diamond that she owns. It's from India, where them take from a 10-year-old little boy. Hey, the people them did wicked still, you know. Them did wicked, but I digress. Let's focus on Jamaica. Focus on Jamaica. Focus on Jamaica, D. Focus on Jamaica. Okay. Because, alright, so Britain was the greatest slave trader in the Atlantic world during the 18th century. They sent nearly 1 million captive Africans to Jamaica between 1655 and 1807. What I say? Nearly 1 million people, the people them teeth from Africa, you know, and send to Jamaica, you know, slave, you know. So on the topic of her death, how do I feel about it? I'm not sure how I feel about it. What do you think? What do you think? I know say enough people are rejoice because it's, I don't know, I feel kind of two-sided because on one hand, she did wicked. On one hand, she was very wicked. The woman did wicked to the bone, may I tell you. The woman did so much atrocities, so much death. The people, them, so much millions of people dead because of them. And because of them greed. And they want to conquer the world. And because them want riches, we need spice and we need the jewels and we need... I'm not talking about spice with the blue ear, you know. But they wanted the spices of you know, the Caribbean, India. I didn't know they even own Nigeria at one point, Pakistan. All these places were British owned. I just listen. Me not lie, them get smart though, but you know that kind of shows that you have to be ruthless and just not care because look how wicked people live long. I'm not even gonna talk about sharing our blue blood lineage and our reptilian lineage because we don't even want to go there stuff. That's for you know off camera conversations. Next one thinks I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. But anyway, on the other hand, you know, it's like you've kind of grown to see her, you admire her outfits, she always dressed cute, I look at outfits, and she's an old lady. She's just an old lady, and you know, at the end of the day, a life is a life. But it's like people that every day, I mean, I hear nobody talk about that. But I never all of the royals and they bad. Let me tell you something. There was one royal who was against slavery and never uphold it at all. But you know, them fight him out because whenever they're voting, let me tell you his name. His name was Duke of Gloucester. And he was supported by William Wilberforce in his campaign against slavery. But as you know, King George, him and film generation them they never make that slide. So it's like 5-1. 5 vote versus one look vote. If film one look vote, that not gonna help. That not gonna can stop slavery. But you know, I think they put up a statue of him in London up till this day. And he was given expensive silver dinnerware, which is still in the royal family's possession, by the Jamaican Assembly for his efforts against closing down the slave trade. So him did a work hard, me I tell you. The man did a work. The man was working. So Britain gave money to slaveholders as a means of ensuring the abolition of slavery would occur. So that's why them pay them off because if me on my plantation now and you want slavery for done, what you expect me to go to know? So that's why. So actually, in fact, they were paying off the slaveholders. So I have to get my facts straight. Oh, anyway, I'm finished with the article because I'm not really take my need for reading nothing else. Oh, also, there's a lot of memes going around. A lot of memes. All of the memes them I talk about, you know, when Megan see her at the funeral, what are you going to do at the funeral? All kind of meme are going. Some of them funny, but not like. What are them say? And look how she wicked and kill her for Diana. Because she killed her Princess Diana. Princess Diana was such a beautiful soul. Oh my God. And it's so funny because they killed her and her legacy lives on even more. Because Diana was so different. Diana never stay like them. Diana follow her heart. Them not have heart. Them have piece of ice. If you go shop and buy $50 ice, and let them have in their chest. They don't have no heart to pump blood and can feel emotions and them something there. Them people that them wicked.